Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, I'm going to explain a Korean movie called Horror Maid. This is the story of three school friends who get trapped inside a horror game they created themselves and how they manage to get out. We will find out all about it in today's story. The story begins in a school where a girl named Choyeon is sitting in class. Her friends, Kimin and Siwoo, approach her. Kimin and Siwoo had known Choyeon for a long time. Kimin asks Choyeon to join them in the club room after school. Actually, these three friends had created a horror game together, so Kimin was asking Choyeon to come and play the game with them, but Choyeon refuses, as she has some work to do. By the way, their group was very famous throughout the school, and all the students wanted to join it. On the other hand, we see Siwoo. He had a lot of followers on his Instagram, which is why he always used to go live on Instagram. After a while, Siwoo goes to Kimin, who is in the club room playing the horror game wearing virtual glasses. In the game, the ghost of the horror game was none other than the school's principal. Now, Kimin was going to kill the ghostly principal because the horror game was based entirely on their school. After that, we see two girls named Sang-gu and Won. They are sitting together and doing some black magic. A boy named Lee is also helping them with this. These three mix black magic items in a bottle and then drink the water from that bottle. But after drinking the water, a sudden silence falls over their room. At the same time, they see something above them that leaves them stunned. Meanwhile, Kimin and Siwoo are also about to leave the club room to go home. Actually, the club room was inside their school, which is why Kimin used to sneak into the school at night to play the game. But as soon as Kimin and Siwoo come out of the room, they see the college principal in front of them. Seeing the principal, Kimin and Siwoo get very nervous inside. They both think that the principal will surely yell at them a lot today. But then a spirit from behind knocks the principal unconscious. Here we find out that the spirit's face looks just like the principal. Seeing that spirit, both of them get very scared inside. They both run away to save their lives. On the other hand, Choyeon is playing a game at her house and doesn't know anything about all this. When Kimin and Siwoo were making this game, Choyeon had helped them in designing it. Back at school, Kimin and Siwoo, scared of the ghost, hide in the washroom. At the same time, the game's helper tells them that they have reached the first level, and to stay alive, they have to clear this level. Hearing this, Kimin and Siwoo realize that the characters from the game have come into the real world, and this might be happening because of Min Sang-gu and Lee. On the other hand, Lee tells them that the ghost has locked Sang-gu and Won in jail. Then Kimin and Siwoo start to wonder how they will escape the ghost. Suddenly, Kimin remembers Choyeon because she was the one who designed the game, and she knew how to clear every level. So Kimin calls Choyeon and asks her to come to school quickly. As soon as she arrives at the school, the ghost starts chasing Choyeon, but Kimin and Siwoo save her from the ghost and start heading to a safe place. Just then, the ghost catches Siwoo and puts him in jail as well. On the other hand, Choyeon and Kimin somehow escape the ghost and hide in a classroom. There, Kimin tells Choyeon everything, which leaves her in shock. But now, everyone's life was in their hands. They had to somehow find the jail key and save their friends. After that, Choyeon goes to a cabin to look for the key. While looking for the key, Choyeon accidentally drops some things, and the ghost, hearing the sound, starts coming towards the cabin. Now, to distract the ghost, Kimin comes in front of it. Seeing him, the ghost starts chasing him. Taking advantage of this, Choyeon quickly finds the key and starts coming towards Kimin with it. Just then, we see that despite Kimin's many efforts, the ghost catches him. Kimin gets very scared inside, but just as the ghost is about to kill him, Choyeon comes from behind. Choyeon, with the help of a stick, kills the ghost for good. After its death, Kimin breathes a sigh of relief. Now, both of them save the rest of the people too. Siwoo also gets very happy seeing himself alive, and everyone thinks that the game is over. That's why Won, Sang-gu, and Lee are also going home together. On the way, Sang-gu tells Won that they will never do black magic again because it's not without its dangers. After that, Sang-gu starts going home. On the other hand, Lee is dropping Won home because he couldn't let her go home alone so late at night. But this turns out to be very expensive for Lee because Won suddenly turns into a ghost on the way, which completely scares Lee. Meanwhile, we see Choyeon and Park. These three were also going home. On the way, Choyeon notices that they have walked into another tunnel, and this tunnel looks just like the one from their game. At that moment, the helper comes and tells them that they have now entered the second level, which means the game is not over yet. They were worried about the troubles to come, and we find out that Won was very jealous of Choyeon because everyone in the school praised Choyeon's group a lot, and Won also wanted to be in their group. That's why she also used to pretend to be nice in front of Choyeon. Then, when these three are going through the tunnel, they suddenly see Won lying on the ground in the middle. Seeing her in this state, Kimin and Park get very worried, but seeing Won there, Choyeon feels something strange. Now, Choyeon starts to remember how Won had made fun of her in in the whole school. Actually, a few months ago, Won had spread a rumor in the school that Choin was hitting on Kimin, and as soon as Choin found out about this, she got very angry at Won. There was even a big argument between Won and Choin. Since that day, Choin has not spoken to Won. Then, in the tunnel, Kimin and Park quickly bring Won back to consciousness. There, Kimin and Park and both of them start talking to her a lot. Won also tells them that she wants to join their group. On this, Kimin and Park happily agree to let her join their group. But seeing all this, Choin gets very angry inside, and she leaves them alone and walks ahead. And here, we find out that when Kimin was making the second level of the game, Choin had told him that they should make the second level like a series of puzzles. This means that to clear the second level, they would have to give the right answer to all the questions. After that, Kimin and Park are walking with Won, but suddenly Won's eyes turn white, and she completely turns into a ghost. On the other hand, Choin was walking alone when she sees Won in front of her. Actually, Won was angry with Choin because everyone in the whole school praised Choin, and no one in the school even gave Won any attention. The scene then shifts to Kimin and Park, where both of them disappear and end up in a different place. In that place, Kimin sees big boxes kept everywhere, and Kimin starts looking for the second key in those boxes. Then Won tells Choin that if she wants to clear this level, she has to give the right answer to her question. Choin now sees two Wons standing in front of her, and she has to identify the real one among them. She starts thinking about which one is the real one. Meanwhile, after a lot of searching, Kimin finds the second key, but without identifying the real one, they couldn't go to the next level. Also, Choin had very little time left, so Choin asks them a question. Why do you hate me so much? On this, one tells her that she doesn't hate her, but the other one tells her that everyone talks about her all the time, and she is the smartest in the school, which is why she started to get jealous of her. While saying all this, Won got very emotional inside, and hearing her words, Choin understands that this is the real one. She now takes the other one with her and leaves from there, and their second level is also cleared very easily. But as soon as the level is cleared, Choin disappears somewhere. Actually, Choin was trapped inside the game, and outside, the game starts to worry about Choin. In the third level of the game, Choin sees the ghost of a man named Rim in front of her. Here, we find out that Rim is a thief and used to steal things from the city. After that, Kimin and Park go to Choin's house to find out about her, but they don't find her there either. At the same time, Park finds out that Choin is trapped in the game. When Park tells this to Kimin, Kimin enters the game to save her. But in the third level, Kimin had to somehow save Choin from dying. This level was specially made by Choin for Kimin, in which a prince saves his princess by risking his life. Now, Kimin sees Choin standing on top of a big building, so Kimin starts running towards the building to save her. But before Kimin can reach her, Choin jumps from the building and takes her own life. Seeing this, Kimin gets very sad and thinks that he has lost Choin forever. But then the helper tells Kimin that his first chance is over, and Kimin has only 2 chances left. This time, he sees a letterbox in front of him. As soon as Kimin touches that letter, everything stops on its own. Here, Kimin finds out that the letter is a glitch in the game. After that, he quickly saves Choin from jumping off the building, and that's how their third level is also cleared. At the same time, Kimin also gets the last key of the game. Now, these 3 friends reach the last stage of the game. To finish the game completely, they had to find the door with those 3 keys. So, after this, the 3 of them start looking for that door everywhere in the school. But even after a lot of searching, they don't find that door. In the meantime, many ghosts start chasing these 3, but these 3, to escape them, go and hide in the club room. There, Kimin gets worried about how they will clear the last level. At the same time, Choin tells him that only the one who loves his princess very much can clear this level, and a true lover will have to sacrifice himself to save everyone. This means that Kimin will have to risk his life to save Choin, because in the game, Kimin is the prince, and Choin was the princess. That's why Kimin tells Choin that he loves her very much, and he can do anything to save all of them. After saying this much, Kimin suddenly goes out of the room. After that, the game ends there. But as soon as Choin comes out of the room to look for Kimin, she doesn't see him anywhere. Kimin had saved Choin and Park by sacrificing his life. Both of them also missed Kimin a lot now. But since that day, no one had seen him, and no one knew where he had disappeared. But Choin and Park couldn't call Kimin back, even if they wanted to. So they decide that they will both go into the game and bring Kimin back. Then, as soon as Choin and Park start the game, they see Kimin sitting in front of them. He tells them, "Welcome to the game." Here, we find out that Kimin had disappeared and gone into the future. In the future, Kimin sees that there is destruction everywhere, where the helper tells him that his new mission is to save the Earth from being destroyed. Kimin also gets ready to do this mission. Actually, Kimin was trapped in the game's time zone forever, and in the future, he will have to face all the difficulties bravely, or else he will never be able to get out of the game, and his 2 friends will keep waiting for him. With this, our movie ends here. So guys, that was today's video, and I hope you guys liked this video, so please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll meet you again in the next interesting video. Until then, goodbye!